So I came down to our mechanical room last night, and there was water on the floor. So had to go investigate. So let's see what that's about. Okay, so I came down to the mechanical room last night. We have two water heaters, and this one is leaking. So there's a leak there. Now I have turned off all the water valves to this unit, but it's still leaking there. So we got water on the floor. I've turned off the gas, turned off the pilot lights, and we're waiting for our trusty plumber to come. He'll be here probably in about an hour, but I've been trying to mop it up, but there's water. So it's spraying from the top of that unit up into the rafters a little bit, so I'm getting dripping from the rafters as well. So hopefully we can get this fixed and it's not too much of a big deal, but we're gonna try to get this resolved today. So more swabbing and more bucketing. So that's what we're doing right now. Alright, so I just got back from downstairs. I've been swabbing the floor because of the leak. And so we had to find a mop and a bucket, which I finally found, a mop and a bucket. So that's what I'm doing.
Well, I don't use those heavy-duty mops in my day-to-day housework, so that was in your garage.
Right. So we had to find that. But it's not one thing, it's another. So yeah, it's a surprise. You know, I went down there and it's leaking, and then we have to figure out what it is, right? So I tried to mop it up as much water, standing water, as I can. But it's not flooding. There is a drain down there, and the water is going down.
Well, I don't want the kids to hang out downstairs until after he leaves, because I know that, I mean, the hot water tank could explode.
Well, I don't know.
Well, it's dangerous, and I would
I've
rather...
shut off all the gas. I've shut off everything.
Well, it's the pressure that causes it to explode.
And I've shut off the water valves, but the water's still going in there and it's still leaking. So I don't know why. There's no other.
Well, it's been 14 years, so
yeah,
we may very well have to replace our hot water tanks.
I hope not, because we don't need that right now either.
No.
So, you know, we talk about a lot of times about how the kids and our caring for the kids is like manageable. But But the extra things that that we're tossing, it's not unlike anyone else. You know, when you have,
it's all the external.
We've gone through tires and brakes and headlights and other things in the last month.
That's just minor.
On a car, you know. But these things happen. And
Jessie's happy. She doesn't care.
Are you happy?
She doesn't care.
She's a happy girl.
She's oblivious. Oblivious is good sometimes. But we're going through some pretty significant stuff right now.
Yeah, and so I had to shut off all the hot water, so we don't have any hot water for bathing for the time being.
Hopefully by tomorrow we will.
Someone is queued up for a bath.
Well, we've got several of those.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, so we go through a lot, and most of it we don't talk about because it's not anybody's. It's personal.
Right.
But challenges are great. They really are. We're fighting with...
I'm sorry. I'm laughing.
What?
You're funny.
Well, like okay, so I filed my income tax returns, right? A couple of months ago. And we wait for a refund that we really need. And we wait. And for both our state and our federal, it says we're processing your return, we're processing your return, we're processing. Yeah, you take all of our money in taxes all year round, but when it comes time for the refund, it's crickets. And so we could really use that. And it's just one of those things.
She doesn't want to talk about tax refunds.
I know that. Or plumbing repairs. Okay, so this is
or other things.
What song is this? So this is
Da 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 da.
I know that. I know her tune.
Is that Alouetta?
Oh, Alouetta. Are you singing Alouetta? How about one elephant went out to play?
See if you can
One
flip the
elephant.
switch.
So yeah, let's see if we can do that.
See if you can
Okay.
flip the switch.
All right. So I'm trying to say the words to see if she'll pick up the tune. Okay. One elephant went out to play.
Oh my gosh, she did it!
Okay. Wow. So she connected the words. One elephant went out to play.
Good job,
to the
Jess.
tune. I've never seen her do that
Switch
before.
that quick. That was outstanding.
One elephant went out to play.
Go.
One elephant went out to play upon a spider's web one day.
Jesse?
She had such enormous fun
She usually will sing the next verse,
She
so try
called.
that.
for another elephant to come. Oh, you're so happy. All right,
try
can you
it.
go back to Alouetta? All right, let's go back to Alouetta. Sing Alouetta. Oh, Alouetta. Okay. No, Alouetta. Might be asking for too much here. How about Alouetta? Okay, how about Alouetta, Janti Alouetta. Okay. What do you want to sing? You want to sing? Go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Good. Boy, she's on a roll this morning.
I know. How about Alouetta again? There's Alouetta.
What are you doing on my counter? No. Off.
Okay, she's back to Alouetta again now.
Okay.
Are you back to Alouetta? Alouetta. 1, 2. 1, 2. Alouetta. What?
That was kind of a one elephant.
One elephant with an Alouetta. Here we
That's
go
something
around-
different.
Here we go around the mulberry bush. Okay, here we go around the mulberry bush. 1, 2, 3. What are you singing? Cheerios, not a sponsor yet. You like your Cheerios, don't you?
Boy, that would be great though, because I don't know anybody who consumes more Cheerios in a day than Jessie does.
No.
I mean, we go through probably 6 of the big family boxes in a week. You think that's about right?
Yeah, probably.
Oh my gosh, between school and home, although school's having some great success with her eating other food, I'm gonna have to go and observe, because
see.
I'm getting reports that she's like eating the entire lunch, and
Yeah,
I'm having
she
a
doesn't do that
hard time
for us.
believing that.
Let's
She
try
does
it.
not
See
do it
if
for
she'll-
us, ever.
Does she
Try your
see if she'll
oatmeal.
eat some of my oatmeal? Want some? Watch. No, she doesn't even want to try it. She feels that. she
Jessie,
smells it.
try.
Try and try. Try.
Nope. Yeah, see, that's what we get, like pretty much all the time. Unless we have broccoli
That's what we
cheese
get.
soup,
And we can
that's
be
another-
wearing it pretty quickly. Broccoli cheese soup.
Yep.
All right, we'll let you continue back to your singing medley. Okay?
Sing it, Jess.
Sing it. So I just got a text that the plumber is here, or he'll be here in a few minutes. So I've got a pile of beach towels to put on the floor down here, because he's going to need to stand in this wet floor in the mechanical room. So we'll go set it up. Oh, can turn the lights back on. The kids are down here in the basement, so all the lights are off. So, see, they're in that room right there. Hi, kids. They're in there watching TV. All right, so here we are. Back in the mechanical room. So the plumber's here. We've inspected the leak, and we've now shut off the main water source to the house, and we've gone around all the house and opened up all of the faucets so that we drain all the water out. And we've got another little faucet that needed to be replaced, so he's doing that while the water's draining out. So we'll take a look at that now. See, he can fit into there. I can't fit into there.
You could probably fit under there now.
Why? Because I've lost a couple pounds.
A couple.
Yeah.
You're the incredible shrinking man.
Oh.
I don't have enough stress in my life. I need more.
You need more stress?
I need more.
You do?
I do.
Why do you want more?
It's not that I want it, okay?
It just comes.
That scared me.
Everything scares
I'm
you.
afraid, but you know why? Because I'm thinking that the water heater's going to explode.
Why do you think that?
Because I think that.
Because you Googled it.
I Googled it.
And Google says that that's possible, right? Uh-oh. The hole not big enough? The hole's not big enough, honey.
What?
The hole's not, if it's not one thing, it's another.
What do you mean the hole's
The hole in the granite.
Jeez. Can we just like grind it? Make it bigger?
You can't do grinding. Diamond blade. Nothing's simple.
Ever. Not around here anyway. Cooking Obed's food.
Okay.
So your sister
Yes.
is upstairs,
Hannah.
Hannah.
Yeah.
Because Hannah cannot understand that, okay, so the water is turned off to the house right now.
Because the faucet's being fixed.
Exactly.
water
and
heater.
because the water tank is being fixed. You understand that, right?
Yes.
Well, Hannah thinks that this is a permanent problem. She doesn't think she'll ever be able to take a shower. She doesn't think she'll ever have hot water again. And she thinks that it's all about her. She cannot get outside of her head.
She can't process.
She can't process the information enough to understand that we are all affected. Right, Bethany?
Right,
And-
and she thinks that she's the only one who lives here.
And
Sometimes she does.
and the temporary situation is permanent.
And it's not. So
And
that's
it's
just
not.
Hannah. And Arnie's crying. He has to be in his crate because otherwise.
While
he'd
we're
wanna-
preparing food.
Well, and because
And-
he would want to be underneath the sink with the plumber.
Right.
You know, taking his tools, right, and playing.
And thinking that they're toys.
Exactly. He doesn't understand, right? You're reminding me that you need a bath?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good thing. Everybody's going to get a bath later when we have hot water again.
and regular water.
And regular water. Okay. And it's a good thing because Mr. Obed, whoo, buddy, good thing it's not smell-o-vision here. You don't like that grinding noise.
Yeah, he doesn't like the grinding.
Ready, bud?
You don't like the grinding?
It's okay. Our plumber is just fixing our faucet. That's what it takes to fix things sometimes. Ready?
Yeah.
A little bit of
He
elbow
takes
grease.
his hand off his ears as soon as it stops.
Isn't that funny?
You want some more? Hey. Oh, it's we're all wearing hang around the house clothes today, so
No hate for having
no hate for having stretched out, ripped clothes because
yeah, with bite marks in
he does
it.
chew on his old clothes, and we let him. You know, we let him. We're not too worried about it when we're hanging around the house, are we, bud?
Exactly.
Are you sweet boy? Mwah. We don't care. We don't care, do we? Why are you not hungry?
Oh, he's gonna cover his ears again.
Can I get in there? Are you too preoccupied with the plumber? Are you too preoccupied with the plumber? Want mommy to feed you? It'll stop pretty soon. You want to eat? Hey. 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 He's not into it at all.
The diamond bit to the rescue, huh?
You did it?
Yeah.
Thank you. You guys are awesome.
Okay, so the water lines don't match, right? And so-
kind of like those chandelier parts.
So
honey.
just like we were talking about the chandelier parts.
Same companies, same
Yeah.
manufacturer. If the same manufacturer, they're supposed to send it to 3/8,
Yeah.
Oh,
but they
well,
sent it ½ inch. That's
Right. Oh well, so you're going to use the equivalent of a hickey and a nipple that we use on lamps, except this is the converter. See, like a hickey does from a 3/8 to a ½ inch or whatever, right?
Yeah, you have to.
And so in plumbing, this is the plumbing equivalent of the lamp hickey.
You have to be creative and figure it out.
You do.
How prepared they are. They have it right
All
on the
right.
truck. See, you got
That's what we need. That's the equivalent of a hickey. Oh, still leaking.
So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Real things up to knock 'em down. It's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane. There will come a time for when we can wash away your sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a hurricane. You're so different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say. I'm going crazy for you, baby. Don't know how you're making me feel this way. What can I say? That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Real things up to knock 'em down. It's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane.
Whoa. You okay?
So did you have a question for me?
Is the water in my bathroom turned off or on?
What did we just say to you?
That I can take my shower?
Okay, so do you think that that means that the water is on or off?
I didn't even touch it.
Honey, I know you didn't have to, but we told you to take your shower, so that must mean that everything is fixed, right?
Yeah.
Were you all in a dither about the water earlier?
Oh, you bet your storms I was.
Why is that, Hannah?
Because I could have taken a shower when they were repairing it.
Well, you couldn't, because you know why? You know why you couldn't take a shower while he was repairing it?
It was turned off?
The water was turned off. And that was so that our plumber friend didn't get electrocuted. Okay?
Oh.
So why is it so hard for you to understand that that was only going to take a couple hours?
It's because I'm on a routine.
But sometimes routines get interrupted by emergencies and situations that we don't have any control over, right?
Yeah.
So when I told you to go, you asked me if you could take a shower, and then I said, go ahead and take your shower. And you asked if the water was turned on, and we said, yes, the water's turned on. And then you're like, are you sure the water's turned on? Like, why would we tell you to take a shower if we weren't sure that the water was turned on?
Because you forgot to turn it on in my room?
honey, the plumber turned it on from the main switch in the basement. And we were going up and down the stairs, opening and closing the faucets. When he was instructing us to do that while he was repairing it, right?
Oh,
Did it sound really weird?
it sounded confusing.
It definitely did, and it was like making weird noises too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to bleed the pipes when you turn the water off, because all the water and everything is all under pressure throughout the house, right?
Yeah.
And our basement, the room where our water heater is already flooded. We didn't want to flood throughout the house, did we?
No.
Okay, so now everything is all fixed. Do you believe me?
Yeah, but still, I could have taken my shower after breakfast.
Except you couldn't, because why?
They were here.
They were here repairing the water tank.
And I had shut off the hot water last night. I shut off the hot water heater and the fuel, so there wasn't any hot water. It was cold.
Or an explosion or something, because again, it's all under pressure. So sometimes in life, Hannah, things do come up unexpectedly, and then you just kind of have to take a deep breath, and you have to create a new routine in your mind for those times, right?
Yeah.
Mom and Dad have to do this constantly. We're so flexible, sometimes we feel like a Gumby doll. Because, I'll have every day this happens to me where I have things on my calendar, I have things planned, and every single day something comes up, right?
Yeah.
So we just have to learn how to adjust our brains and adjust our routines and adjust our attitudes and carry on, because in a few minutes everything will be all fixed. He came in, he got here quicker than any other plumber we know. He fixed the problem very quickly. He didn't charge us very much money at all. Most plumbers would say, oh, you can't fix this, you need a whole new water tank, which we probably will at some point, but he was able to repair it for very little money. It was such a blessing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Andy installed our faucet in the morning room. So all is well now, and you may go take your shower.
Hannah, do you know what a Gumby doll is?
No.
We're gonna have to get a Gumby doll.
Let's
for
see
you.
if any of our viewers know what a Gumby doll is. I mean,
You know
these
what
guys
a
are
Gumby doll is.
these guys are retro cool on our channel, so I bet you we have people who know what a Gumby
I
doll
know.
is.
Do you remember when Saturday Night Live used to do the Gumby skit?
No,
Yeah.
I don't remember
Is
that.
that Eddie Murphy? But it was based on the Gumby toy that I played with and you played
Yeah,
with.
Gumby
when
and Pokey.
When we were Gumby and Pokey when we
Uh-huh.
were little kids.
They were
But
like these.
Gumby is kind of like, I guess the next generation would be Stretch Armstrong.
or
Would be
something.
somebody that had a very malleable appearance. You don't know what that is, do you, Hannah?
They can bend
No.
and stretch in all kinds of different ways. And you know what, Hannah? We had to start learning how to do that when we were going through our adoption process.
Yeah.
Because every time, something would come up, I mean, Dad and I had to reinvent ourselves and our way of thinking every single time,
Bending and stretching.
all the time, and we still have to do that. So,
Like when we found out about you and that you had been born blind, and we had never considered adopting anybody that was born blind.
Just
What
never
did
thought
that-
of it, is
never
all.
even thought about it. It took us a few weeks to get our arms and our minds wrapped around the idea of having a blind child. Oh my God, what was that going to be like? And then we had concerns about whether you'd be able to have children and whether those children would be blind. We had all those things we were thinking about before.
which none of that really matters.
No, but it's
But
the
it all
things you
went.
think
We went
about.
through all of that, the whole process.
Exactly, and we became like Gumby,
hmm
and we were able to flex and be flexible.
Flexible. You have to be flexible.
Yeah. Can you be flexible about taking a shower at a different time sometimes?
Even though it's 2:30 in the afternoon and not your. This is like your normal weekday time.
Yeah, but on the weekends I take it in the morning.
Well, today you can take it now, okay?
Thank God.
All right, go take your shower. Maybe you'll feel better when you get out of there. So long, Gumby.
Yeah.
Hannah, turn around and give me a big thumbs up, because I know you have a good attitude, right?
Sometimes.
I know. All right, you'll feel better after your shower. Toodles.
Bye.
Bye.
I guess I shouldn't need to get dressed now because it's late.
It's up to you.
Okay.
Maybe you can get dressed and go to the store with me.
For real?
Would that make you happy?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go do it then.
Alright.
Now it's going to be 3 hours before you can go to the store. You do know that, right?
3 hours before you go to the store, and it's going to take me an extra couple of hours, but...
And I wanted you to go for our dinner meal, so everybody can see the
Okay,
clock
we'll get
behind
this.
you.
We'll get it.
We'll get it done.
You
All
know,
right.
Sometimes you have to be flexible and go with the flow. Sometimes it sounds like she needs a little bit of tender, loving care.
Poor Hannah.
Poor Hannah. Yeah. Okay, Hannah.
Yep,
Are you ready to go for a quick run up to the grocery store?
I am.
Have you been waiting for me all day?
Yes,
Are you trying to be flexible?
kind of.
Kind of. Are we trying to learn about flexibility today?
Yeah,
Like trying to be like who?
Gumby.
Gumby. Lessons from life from Gumby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to find you a Gumby toy sometime so you can see what a Gumby toy is like.
I don't really do toys.
I know you don't. Hey, let's go to the grocery store.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Has a reason.